Hello, my lovely Virgos out there. I hope you guys are doing well. I go by Venusian Vibes, and I'm here to do your love and spirituality reading for September. Happy birthday, by the way, for all you Virgos out there. So, I've already started to shuffle, and I've finished shuffling, and I'm just going to part the cards and take a look at some of the past energies for you guys that are relevant for what's going to be happening in September for you guys. Okay, so let's get started. Okay. Past energies. Okay. So there's definitely some intense stuff that's been going on for you all. So in the past, you've struggled with a lot of self-doubts and a sense of feeling very trapped within a situation or within life. But this has all been, this entrapment or sense of entrapment is exactly that. It's a sense. It hasn't really been real for the most part. Some people might have recently been in situations that has kept them pretty confined, of course. But what the message is, the important message here, is that there's been an emotional sort of emotional, I don't want to say issues, but I guess a way of thinking, and that has caused emotions to kind of come up that end up giving you a sense of self-doubt and like you're not enough, and it's caused a lot of stagnation in your life. You also have been plagued by a lot of mixed feelings and sort of a lack of centeredness that has also sort of led to stagnation as well. And also with the Lovers here, we have a love connection that in the past has been a little bit volatile. Definitely a person who's very different from yourself, and you have had a lot of fights with them. You guys don't seem to see eye to eye, and there's a lot of just little issues that would come up all the time, just creating this battlefield almost. It almost felt like you guys were having a connection and maybe a relationship on a battlefield. And it wasn't harmonious. Yeah, so this here with the Two of Wands in the reverse is just pointing more towards not really knowing where to go from here. And this is, like I said, past energy. So you haven't felt like you've known where to go, how to progress in your life. And then the Knight of Pentacles is speaking to that same energy of feeling kind of trapped and unable to move forward. Both of these people here, he holds the world. This person holds the world. This person holds their pentacle. It's the same energy being represented here, except this card is pointing more towards an energy that is consistent, moving forward. It is secure, grounded, and it's patient, and it's going to get the job done. Sorry if you hear that plane happening. I live near a airport now, so sorry about that. But anyway, so this is those type of qualities that you've sort of haven't been able to cultivate within yourself in the past. And this is also like with these two cards in reverse, and especially with the Lovers. So we have that message of your own way of going through the world being a little bit stagnant, but also in regards to a love interest that you've had, it just never seemed to go anywhere. And this person wasn't offering you a sense of security, and they weren't making you feel valued, because the Knight of Pentacles holds what he values the most, and he goes towards what he values the most in a steady and assured way. So this being in the reverse indicates that a lover who wasn't doing that for you, leaving you feeling very insecure, very unstable, and not knowing really what to do about it. It diminished your self-worth. Okay. So we'll see more about what's going on with you in September now. Okay, I'm going to put these over here. I know you can't really see them, but they're going to help me to use as a reference during your reading. So this is going to be your little September spread. Underlining energy is the Three of Pentacles. This is going to be very good to see for September because it's very different from what's been going on in the past. This is collaboration, communication happening, so we'll see more about what's going on. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Wow, Virgo. That's pretty nice energy to have. Okay, so it looks like it's harvesting time in September. You have been putting in some effort in the past. There's a certain situation, a someone, or a project that you have actually been working on. And that project could even be yourself that you've been working on. And now in September, it's time for it to have come to fruition, and it's time for you to kind of reap your rewards for that. I think you guys are really focusing on yourself and your life path, your career, and it's going to be going very well for you in that regard. Okay, Two of Swords. Two of Swords. So this is pointing to more stagnation happening. I think that there's a few energies going on for you in September. I think on a spiritual and personal level, things are actually going pretty well for you. But this energy is might likely be related to a love interest. And so it's almost like in the department of love, there's a stagnation happening and there's a sense of not knowing where to go from here. You don't know what paths to take. You're also being blinded. You have your blindfolds on over here as well. In your past energies, you have your little blindfold on, and it looks like you still do. But there's a little bit less burdening you than there was before. That's good. You've cleared some old energies, but I'm thinking that you still have a memory, and you still remember things that have happened that you haven't liked, and ways people have made you feel like you don't deserve love and that you aren't valued. And you still remember that, and so you are still kind of blinded by the past in that regard. And that's what I think this blindfold is. It's about the past, sort of making you unable to see the truth of your own value and in what you can actually manifest in your life. Someone might also be coming towards you and you don't really know which path to take. Do you go with them? Do you try that out? Or do you kind of separate and move in your own direction? So crossroads in September. The Moon in the reverse. Okay. There's been a lot of uncertainty surrounding a certain situation / somebody. And it's made things very hard, and it's put you in a place where you're not able to almost live in a space of reality because you've been so cut off from the truth from this person. They're so unexpressive about what's going on with them, how they're feeling, and their energy, that you've been forced to sort of try to fill in the gaps. And I think you have filled them in probably incorrectly due to based on your own wounding, past wounding, your inclination to perceive this person a certain way has led you to sort of be in a false reality about them. The fact that it's in the reverse tells me that it's been a pretty severe situation that's brought on a lot of pain for you, and it's your own feelings that have been causing this pain, but it's also not all on you, because this person is not being clear. They're not being, and like with this King of Pentacles, they haven't been consistent and open and, trustworthy. They haven't been the things that you really need in spades in order to feel a security there and to feel that you're being valued. The fact that it's in the reverse, I also think might mean that energy is lifting, and you actually are going to get some information coming in. They might express themselves more in the month of September than what you've seen in the past. Okay, but let's see where this goes. Okay. Okay. So we have the Five of Swords. So you must be very angry, Virgo. And I think this anger comes from a lot of pain that you feel like you've been put through. It comes from someone you felt like someone has been cutting you down, and their actions have made you feel worthless. And so it seems like your way of protecting yourself has become to try to kind of win over them. So if they're acting a certain way, then you're going to act that way like tenfold. If they're being indirect, if they're being unclear, you're going to do that too. And you're going to do it in order to try to make them see how it feels, but also because you don't really know what else to do. It seems like you don't know, can't decide whether to leave or to stay connected to this person. And so your only way of combating the issues you're having with them seems to be to sort of give them a taste of their own medicine. It's definitely a way to protect yourself, and it's not something that is going to be really helpful to you in the end. Okay. Okay, so, oh right, the Fool card, huh? This corresponds to the card that's above it, the Seven of Pentacles, and this is your own center in the month of September. It's your spirituality, it's yourself and your life, and it just seems really kind of good for you. Seems like you're ready for a new chapter when it comes to your life path. You're ready to reap the rewards of things you've been working on. It looks like you're just you're sensing this new beginning for yourself. Things are changing. Maybe your life circumstances are changing. You might be moving or getting a new job, something like that. And it's just causing you to feel very just light and airy. And you're very ready to move on into a new phase. An abundant phase where you're receiving a lot. It's not so much about what you're giving out, it's more of what you're receiving. And you're just taking it all in and enjoying the landscape and seeing where it goes from here. So that's all very good for you. It just seems like the energies around you and in regards to love are pretty different for you. So let's see what we have here. Okay, Page of Pentacles. This is nice energy. It's coming underneath the moon in the reverse. So this does seem like someone is coming in to kind of maybe communicate with you, but to kind of show their interest and to And it's going to be in a way that makes you feel a little more secure than you did before. And this isn't a cup, so it's not about emotions that they're expressing so much. But there's something about the way they are behaving towards you that's making you feel like things might be a little different this time. And also it being a knave or a page indicates something that's fresh and new. And so if you've known this person in the past, things are starting to seem like maybe they can be a little different this time. Maybe it is a new energy and it won't be exactly the same. This is also indicating that for those of you who are seeking new jobs and who are moving or basically transitioning in some way in your life, it looks like what you wanted to come in is going to come in for you. It looks like you're applying for jobs, you will get that job offer. You will get approved for your loan, things like that. It's just going to, in that regard, things are going to go well for you in September. You are going to be getting those things coming in for you. And some of you are going to have a person who's very helpful, and you're going to be really appreciative of having this person on your side. And it's not necessarily your love interest. It's it could be someone in regards to your career and your family. So keep that in mind too. Those are some additional messages for you. Communication is here. In September, it is collaboration, communication. It is happening, and it's happening. And this is pointing more towards the project you've been working on, and in your career path you've been working on. That's really coming into fruition here. The Seven of Pentacles. This is just more about that. This is collaboration, and oftentimes on a project and in the workplace, it's a creative force that's happening, and the energy is flowing there. So the creative energy is flowing, and that's really great to see. It also points to communication, confrontation, and so I'm seeing that as well, that you might be getting a little bit of that in September from this person who's been kind of plaguing you in the past in a way. You don't even know what to think anymore or what to feel. It's coming beneath. Okay, yeah. So this person has been unable to be consistent and to offer you what you've deserved in the past. They've been breadcrumbing you here with this card. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse indicates breadcrumbing and just not giving you what you deserve. There wasn't an equal give and take. It brought you a lot of pain. Made you feel really worthless, but this person is just here to show you your wounding that you've already had, and that's it. So in the end, they're helping you. They're helping you learn a very important lesson that your spirit needed to learn, a deep wound that now it's coming out of the open, and you're seeing it reflected in someone else, and you'll be able to integrate it. But it looks like through all this pain comes communication. It seems to have produced something constructive. So that's good. That's good that it's actually going to somehow help you sort of, I almost want to say, defeat this level. It's going to help you. It's going to help you do what you needed to, I guess, in regards to this connection. And it looks like you'll feel probably a lot better after. If you do end up having a confrontation, you'll end up feeling more like this person's on your side than you have in the past, I guess, is what I was trying to say. Okay. Some of you might ignore this person I've been kind of talking about, who you've been interested in, because you know that you've realized that the way you've been handling the situation might be a little toxic. And I don't mean that in a judgmental way. I think there was a certain toxicity to the connection in general that couldn't be helped. And you've realized kind of your contribution to that, and you don't want to be like that anymore, but you don't really know how to be. So you might end up being very much on the fence and not revealing much to them. So keep that in mind, that you could be hiding a lot and kind of repressing a lot how you're feeling with them, because you don't. But I'm not feeling an energy from them that's super, oh gosh, what's the word? It's like constricting you. I don't feel constriction here that they're actually putting on you that makes you uncomfortable with speaking your truth. I think you're just very concerned about having more fighting and more things going wrong, because you've already had so much of that you're just burnt out on it. I'm going to get 2 more cards and to see what your advice is and what your kind of the conclusion is for September for what we've been discussing. Okay, so that's advice. Conclusion. Okay. Okay, so your advice is to completely focus on your own life. You're having some transitions coming up in September, and those need your entire focus. You have things coming in for you. They need your focus. You need to foster that light within yourself that propels you forward in your life. You need to have a focused energy where you know what you want. And if you don't know what you want, then your focus is discovering what you want. It's also about simplicity. So trying to become more centered and less of that energy of having lots of different perspectives, Virgos are able to hold a lot of perspectives at the same time and sit on the fence and kind of hold all those without really having making a decision on what's their truth. So discovering your truth and simplifying those perspectives so that you know exactly what you're about and you're not going to waver on it either. So those are going to be some important things for you to start kind of cultivating in your life. And the conclusion is, this is actually the 2 of Cups in the reverse. So it looks like in September, you're not really going to be where you want to be if you do have a person that you're interested in. I mean, if all of what I've told you about this love interest resonates in your life and you know that you're that person, then for you in September, it looks like things aren't going to be exactly where you want them to be with your connection. I think it's going to take more time for that. So, and you being on the fence and isn't really helping the energy flow between you two very well. I can't tell you not to be on the fence, I can't tell you to make a decision basically and decide whether you are all in or all out, because I don't think this person is acting in a way that is clear that they're all in. So So you're just reflecting that, and you're not wrong for that. So I understand why that energy is there, and I can't really tell you for it to not be. I just know that it's not helping. So you can kind of do with that what you want. Yeah, that enmeshment of your energies, it just doesn't seem to be cultivating in September. But there's a lot of other things you have going for you that are very important, and I think that should be taking the focus in this month ahead. I'm going to take one more card and get sort of a perspective from your person, this who seems to be manifesting here as the Page of Pentacles for a lot of you, and also this card, the Two of Cups in the reverse. And I just want to get a little more insight on that before I leave you. Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Okay, so the challenge for both of you guys is to move away from this energy here, where you're both playing games and you're trying to protect yourselves by almost like you're testing each other to walk away. Very interesting. It's almost like there's, after every fight, where, okay, so I think that people have walked away. You or the other person has walked away in the past, maybe more than once, since there's not just one person walking away here. I think maybe it's happened a few times. So I think that there's this energy of, I dare you to walk away, just do it. And that could be you or the other person. And that's definitely not helping this connection. You guys need to figure out a way to love each other, and to show that you do, to show your feelings. It's not going to be easy, but that's the advice from this card here. If I think that if you can have this playfulness that they're talking about, where everything's not so deep to start out with, maybe you don't need to have those intense conversations just yet. Maybe you can just have a good time, keep it light, and remember why you still care about each other, because you do have such a good time together, and there is a level where you can connect really well. And that's what both of you guys need to kind of heal from all the pain that there's been in the past. So that might really actually help the outcome that we see here. But don't make it your focus. Just if you happen to hang out with this person in September, the advice is to just try to have fun. And that's going to help with the energy flow for you guys. Okay, Virgos, I hope you enjoyed this reading, that you resonated with it. I wish you the best birthdays, and I wish you well, and I'm looking forward to hear some comments for this reading. I'm kind of new to doing YouTube, and this is I just made this channel, so keep in mind I'm kind of new at this, and it's kind of weird doing a video like this platform is just new for me. But I really hope that this reading met you guys well, and I just, I'm a Virgo too, so I understand how being so analytical can kind of be harmful at times, and can kind of keep the stagnation happening. I get that. So I wish you guys the best. Okay, bye.